Welcome cloud lovers. I hope you all are fine. So today we will be going to do two tasks. First part we will be creating a database with Amazon RDS. In the second part we will access database using XAMPP. So first of all we will create RDS. So go to aws.amazon.com, click on sign into the console. Once you reach this page, go to RDS service. Once you reach on our Amazon RDS page, click on create database, and here it starts. First of all, it will ask you to choose one of the create, that will be standard or easy. If you go with the standard, you can configure all the options by yourself. In easy create, it will give you a best practice configuration, auto configuration you can say. So I'm going with the standard create. I will choose engine option as MySQL. Okay, then I will choose version. So I will go with any version. I can go with 8.0.2. template, definitely I will be going with free tier. In availability and durability zone, you will not be able to check any option because it is free tier which we have used. Go to settings, you have to give a name. In settings you can give it any name, that will be my database. Credential setting, you have to give a master username and the password to access your database. So that will be admin. Great. Password will be anything which do not consist of at single quote slash anything. You have to read this before you are creating the password. Then instance configuration, it is not giving us any option because we have selected free tier. So bustable classes will be okay. Server will be DB T3 micro, that will be okay. General purpose storage will be okay for us. Allocated storage 20 GB will be the minimum, so we'll go with minimum. Storage auto scaling, if you enable this option, it will automatically increase the database storage whenever the threshold will be exceeded or reached. So it is a good option, enable it. Connectivity, so if you'll go with don't connect to EC2 compute resource, it will do nothing. If you'll go with this option, connect to an EC2 compute resource, it will auto create an EC2 and connect it with your database. So I'm going with don't create. I'm going with network type IPv4. I'm going with the default VPC and default subnet. Public access, if you'll go with public access, yes, then you will be able to access your database from any instance which is created on any VPC. If you'll go with no, then you will be only able to access your database from the instance which is created in the default VPC. So I will go with yes only because I am going to connect it using XAMPP. Existing firewall, I will choose default VPC. Database authentication, so it is giving us three options. First one is password authentication. You can use the same password which we have created earlier to log into the database. If we'll go with password and IAM database authentication, you have to use the database password and the user credentials of the AWS IAM user. If you'll go with password and Kerberos authentication, then you have to choose a directory, and with the help of this directory you have to allow the authorization. So we will go with normally password authentication. Monitoring, if you are not supposed to use this, leave it. Additional configuration, if you want to create your first database here inside this database, you can go with it. My first database, leave it as it is. Backup, I do not need any backup, I do not need any encryptions. Maintenance, if you will select it, then it will auto update the minor versions. So select it, it is good option. Maintenance window, no preference. That is it. Create database, so click on it. So after waiting for around 2 to 3 minutes, here is my database which we have created, which is available now with the MySQL community. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for part 2.